Hi guys, remember this song? I remember this song growing up in high school, playing it as a teacher walked into the room, making a big joke out of it, having the teacher, leave us kids alone. Well, now we are the teachers. And listening to the song reminds me of those days when the kids really did feel that way about the teachers, including myself. And wondering if today the students do feel the same way, that they want us to leave them alone. Well, today I want to talk to you about the policy that we commonly know as Common Core and how it helps the students, those both with advantages and disadvantages, and see how it helps and the policies that are instituted and how it affects the teachers and the teaching environment. So, Common Core started out as an improvement from the Bush era, and it was written as No Child Left Behind policy at first. Then, during the Barack Obama era, it became known as Common Core. So, what are the Common Core state standards? Well, the Common Core state standards grade by grade learning expectations for students from grades K through 12 in mathematics and the English language arts and literacy. So, how do they do the standards? Well, they created a new criteria for it, which was a lot less criteria points than the previous No Child Left Behind policy. The new policy of Common Core only has a few standards, roughly about 35 standard points, that they want all the teachers and students to meet at any given time. By creating these standards, then the government basically started saying that they wanted to have a very, very standardized way of grading every student across the public school stream in the United States, in all 50 states, in both good schools and bad schools, disadvantaged students, minority students, English as second language learners. So in order to do this, they had to implement this kind of style of what they now call Common Core and make it more standardized. The problem being that a lot of times the teachers found this to be not very conducive to the classroom in the respect that they had to now teach to the test instead of what we did in the past, teach for the future. Now, Common Core originally started as a way to bridge the gaps between the learning disadvantages of all grades and all students. However, in many respects, on paper, this is a very good way of doing it. Application-wise, it created a lot of problems. The problem created by Common Core made it more difficult for the teachers to be more engaging in the classrooms because now they had to worry about their standardized test scores. And if you know about policy, standardized test scores and how well a school does is a way for them to gauge how much money the federal government gives them for the next coming years in the school budgets. If they pass all the standardized testing the way they should be, well, they get the full funding. If not, then the school board decides, well, hey, this isn't a good school. These aren't any good teachers. Standardized testing is a good way to measure grade by grade to see if all the stages are being met in application. In practice, Common Core, in many ways, has let us down.